I look like I'm scanning something. You'd see the light in my eyes. Whatever. Alright, this is StaticSupressor's E3 picks. That's me. This is the good, the bad, the ugly, and the WTF happened. Here we go. Quite a few games impressed me. Again, this is more based along the fact of, you know, the trailers that came out and the gameplay that I saw featured at E3. Alright, we'll start them off with the good. Anthem is a winner in my book, probably because it kind of reminds me of Titanfall. I mean, it is EA, so there was that feel right out the get-go. I remember watching the trailer for the first time and I thought, feeling a little nostalgic, a little deja vu was coming across me. And I truly think it's because it resembles Titanfall to me to almost a T. Anthem for me, that trailer, man. That trailer's something else. I enjoyed the music on that one. It's a good hyped up game. I'm hoping it will be something like Titanfall, because if so, Titanfall in my opinion is a pretty underrated game, number 1 and 2. So I think Anthem could probably keep up with that. It's a pretty decent looking game.
You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
Captain Spirit is here!
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
I'm a guy who likes those stories. I like story modes. I like that there's a backstory. I like when you can really kind of, wrap your head around what a character's going through. In this game, I feel like I can get that with this kid, Captain Spirit. It truly actually looks like it could be an emotional roller coaster. And I'll be honest, true to heart, if a video game can make me cry, that's an automatic 10 in my book. I've only had a couple of games do that for me. But this one I totally rank up there. I enjoyed the trailer. I think it'd be fun. And honestly, I have a stepdaughter. I'd be interested to get her take on it as well. She's 9-10 years old, so I'd just be curious to get it from another kid's perspective. But for sure, keep an eye out for Captain Spirit. Beat Saber. Now this is a game that I didn't realize was a game until after I saw the viral video going around on Facebook and all social media that I'm sure you guys have probably seen too, on YouTube as well. It's basically a VR game where you basically have 2 lightsaber poles and it's like Guitar Hero but with lightsabers. And if you've seen the viral video going around of the person who's like just swiping left, swiping right, back and forth to the beats and everything like that, it looks pretty cool. I don't have a VR right now personally. That game might actually make me want to go out and buy that. If you mix Star Wars and music together, you got a winner. Biggest winner right now is probably honestly Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077, just when I just saw the trailer, so awesome. I'm a huge techie / neon light club kind of guy with my style, and so when I saw this trailer and then when that music just pumped up right away, I knew this game would probably be for me. And the beauty of it is, I know that at E3, when they had a private screening of the actual gameplay, all sorts of people said it was a great game. So it's something to look forward to. Be sure to check that one out. Cyberpunk 2077, going to be right up here, cream of the crop for my games of 2018-2019 for sure, until next year.
Hey, what are you...
Why did you come here with me? What did JD tell you?
This is a wild game of survival.
Gears 5. That's a good for me. Keep in mind, I have not played a single Gears of War game ever. Not once. I don't even know what it's about. But I saw the Gears 5 trailer, and it it captivated me. I liked the music choice, and I don't know, I kind of liked wherever that story was going. Clearly, I'm well behind the times, being at least 5 games behind. I've seen lots of people's comments say that the Gears of War series should just die off already. Be sure to let me know what you think. Comment below. Should I jump on the Gears 5 kind of hype, or should I kind of follow the bandwagon more or less of people basically saying that let it die, it sucks, and nothing to look forward to? I'd be honestly curious what you guys think, because I got hyped by the trailer, but I know trailers don't make a game at all worthwhile until you actually play it. So let me know.
From a very big friend.
But really, who are you?
Another VR game for the good, Ghost Giant. I'm a gamer dad, therefore I'm also looking at games that might entertain my 9-year-old stepdaughter or even my 3-year-old son, depending when he gets older. Ghost Giant. Interesting concept. Love the graphics. PlayStation exclusive. It's nothing like I've seen before in the style and the animation from how the VR really connects with the plot and the whole game in general. It looks like a fun game, honestly. It doesn't look like it's super buggy from what I've seen on the gameplay that I have come across online. It looks pretty laid back, good heartfelt game. I'd be curious to know what you guys think about it. I think I might invest. Again, that's another reason why I'd invest in the VR goggles and everything else is you got Beat Saber and now you got Ghost Giant. I think those they'll turn out pretty well. Home Sweet Home. Sounds like a fun little, lighthearted type game. I saw the trailer for this. Now this Home Sweet Home is a game that's actually been out, I think, on Steam. It's already released out there, but it's coming to consoles this fall. Home Sweet Home frightens me. I freak out at The Grudge, right? The movie series The Grudge. Cannot stand Kayaka. Home Sweet Home looks like it will scare the living. Heard some good things and bad things from people who've played it on Steam. It's a lower budget type game, but it seems like they kind of upped the ante on the scare factor and everything else, and it looks pretty horrific and a little bloody too, honestly. But I think Home Sweet Home, don't let the title fool you. That's going to be, I think, a winner in my book as well. Last of Us 2. This game, I'm really looking forward to. Keep in mind, I've never played Last of Us, the first one, the original. The only reason I'm looking forward to Last of Us 2 is because I saw the trailer or the gameplay. That looks awesome. I gotta tell you, I've seen a lot of gameplay trailers when it comes to like zombies and survival and everything like that, but this one for some reason really keeps you on edge. I liked the feel of what you at least originally saw in the gameplay. The trailer alone, the graphics, you can't go wrong, and the story as well. I'm just curious as well as the whole entire backstory. Therefore, I probably need to be playing Last of Us number 1, the original, before I play Last of Us 2. Metro Exodus, another game where I should be playing the first 2 that came out, and now I should be playing this because I saw that trailer and oh my god, that was awesome. Love the music choice. I'm a guy who loves the whole music to the trailer kind of a thing, and that worked out beautifully in my opinion. So be sure to look out for that one. Metro Exodus, that's also up there, probably within my top 5 games I'm looking forward to personally, coming out of E3.
You're dead now.
Dying Light 2. That's another game where, again, I've never played Dying Light. I have no idea what the backstory is. I saw the trailer, saw the gameplay, thought it looked pretty awesome, honestly. You want to know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of, even though there's basically zombies in that one too, it's like a crossbreed between I Am Legend with movies, I Am Legend, and oh, what's the other one I'm thinking? Like Red Dawn, where they're held captive and from the Chinese who came in, and well, I should say the remake of Red Dawn. But that's what it reminded me of. I Am Legend and Red Dawn, the movies, so like a crossbreed between those two. So I think it'll be pretty cool. I love the gameplay, love the way it looks. I like those stealthy tactical games. Those really get my blood pumping on that. So be sure to look for that one. And that's what we have for the good. Let's get right on into it with the bad. A Plague Tale: Innocence. So, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the trailer, it actually started invoking some emotions from me. It looked pretty sad and terrifying, honestly. But then when I just sit back and I really think about it, the plot is basically you're just running away from a bunch of rats. I mean, don't get me wrong, like there's plenty of games out there where it seems like there's something kind of silly to do when it comes to that kind of a thing. But rats? They can be vicious, I get that. I don't see the appeal in wanting to keep me to play for X amount of hours into the game. I saw gameplay of it, third-person view. I mean, I didn't really like the way that came about. It didn't really seem like I was immersed into it. But that trailer is what just caught me off guard. That's why it's not the ugly, and that's why it's not the good, though. Because the trailer got me, but the plot in general, when I read up after the fact, just seemed like a letdown, and then even the gameplay looked a little lackluster, in my opinion.
Hello, old friend.
Battlefield 5. It's not that I have a problem with it. I'm a Call of Duty person through and through. I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Battlefield 5, I don't know. I liked the trailer. The trailer I have no problem with. I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh, the woman shouldn't be the protagonist. Da, 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 da. That has nothing to do with it. Even has a single-player campaign. I like that too. But Battlefield 5, I just could never get behind. Maybe also because it's based on World War II. Now, I own Call of Duty World War II that just came out last year. So, maybe it feels a little too repetitive for me. Like it copied what COD just did. So, I don't need to replay all that era. I mean, I'm ready to move on for a little bit from now. Can't get behind the era, and I just could never really get behind the gameplay, personally. I'm not that great. So, maybe that's why. I'm a little biased, for sure. Fear the Wolves. Instead of rats from A Plague Tale: Innocence, we swapped out the rats for the wolves. The trailer looked pretty cool at first. I didn't mind it too, but again, when you sit back and you just think about open world FPS kind of a thing. However, I do like that it's a first person shooter, so that makes it look a little bit more entertaining, but I still can't get over the fact, you're just running away from some wolves and you're killing some other, bots and or online players. It's another disappointing kind of letdown in a sense, because the trailer for that looked pretty good. Maybe for the right price point I would buy that game, but if it's like a $60 game, I'm not touching it. But that's why it's in the bad, because it looked pretty good and promising, but I can't get over the plot of it just being wolves. Halo Infinite, or Animal Planet, or National Geographic, whatever you want to call it, especially after you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the trailer for it. Just animals, and you don't even know it's Halo until you see that whole zoom out, and then boom, there's, Master Chief's helmet. It's in the bad, not the ugly, not the good, but that's because I'm a huge fan of Halo. It's a nostalgic game that I think people just gravitate towards. However, you really don't know what it's about because it was just that quick little teaser when it came to the trailer. You just know Master Chief is back, don't know what the story is, but apparently there's a lot of animals in it.
Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
Sea of Solitude, a unique looking game when it comes to the style, but then that's the problem for me personally. I'm not a big fan of the way that it looked. It had a few jump scares even in the trailer itself. I was a little taken back by it. The plot and the story doesn't really seem to flow with what I normally play, and like I said, the graphics in general, it more or less just seems like a pretty, I hate to almost say boring kind of story. You walk through a couple jump scares here and there. There might be an interesting plot twist or story behind everything, but in the end, not for me. That's why it's in the bad. But I would possibly consider it, again, for the right price point. Alright, now we get into the ugly. These are the games that I just will not probably touch ever in my life, no matter if they were free, truly. And here we're going to kick it right off. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. How many games of Assassin's Creed could they possibly make? What is this, number 7? Or like 8 for the main series, not including any other adaptation? I look at the trailer for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I just say to myself, you know what? I'm just going to go home, watch the movie 300, or Clash of the Titans, or The Odyssey, the original. It looks so just generic. It's such a, like a, I don't want to say cop-out, but I'm so sick of that whole entire, oh, back in Greece, I'll just watch the movie Troy. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, but then again, this is my own biased opinion on it. It doesn't float my boat. I played Black Flag, quit within 10 minutes because I couldn't stand it. I don't like the gameplay. I don't know why, but for me, that series, that franchise will never be on my playlist beyond that 5 minutes that I played Black Flag, and I immediately regretted my decision of buying it. But you guys will obviously have your own opinion. Tell me why you would like it, for sure, because I'd be very genuinely curious. Alright, here's an interesting one. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Yeah, that's in my ugly list, and I'm a Call of Duty lifer. The main reason for me why it's right in the ugly, I don't even have to think about it, no single player. It's just the Battle Royale mode. Call of Duty for me, single player is life, okay? I would only play the single player campaign before I'd even touch multiplayer as soon as the game came out. I would have friends playing multiplayer Call of Duty inviting me, and I'd tell them no, I still have to play through the single player because it's the stories that really get me going. Call of Duty is what got me to get emotional to the point where I cried watching Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when Ghost died by General Shepard. Dick. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 in my ugly list for sure, and that's hard for me to say because like I said, I'm a lifer. I enjoy all those games, really, truly I do, but I enjoy them because of the campaign, the single player campaign. I'm not good at all the Call of Duty games when it comes to multiplayer, but it's the single player that keeps me coming back for more.
Crypto buy it a day keeps the time fall away.
Death Stranding. Okay, now I understand that Norman Reedus is in this, okay? And oh, he's the Walking Dead guy. Oh my god, this will be just a great game overall. I saw this trailer, that long gameplay trailer. I don't know what the hell I was watching. There was like a baby in a jar, and then Norman's like knocking on it to wake it up, and it's all like, it reminds me of those hands from Alien that just like. And Death Stranding looks really boring to me. Looks like there's some phantasm type ghosts just sitting in the air that you really can't see unless you have special powers or something. Tell me this. I remember watching the whole entire trailer. Everyone's like, oh my god, oh my god. And then at the very end there's this one woman who says, oh, what does she say?
You're too late. You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Right, that. Who is that? I haven't Googled her or anything like that, but people are like, oh my god, look at, this woman is here. I don't know what her significance is. Am I supposed to know who that is, character or like actress-wise? Looks like you're just walking around helping mothers give birth to a bunch of babies and then transporting corpses at the same time. I don't get it.
Go to maneatergame.com now to book your vacation.
Man-eater. I don't even think it deserves an explanation as to why it's in the ugly column.
Look at your hands if you can't catch. Oh, that's my clean vacation.
Vacation Simulator. What is this nightmare of a game? Yeah, I understand it's VR, I understand it's a new thing coming out, but I mentioned already other VR games in the list, in the good, that can easily outbeat Vacation Simulator. Look at this trailer. Look at this trailer. You're putting friggin' mustard on a hot dog and then you're like chucking a crab at a monitor and you're getting balls hitting your face. What? It looks stupid. Don't even bother. Even if it's free, I will never download that crap. That's all we got for the ugly. Now I have one. I have one for the WTF happened here game. I guarantee you, a lot of you may not even know what this game is. Catherine's Full Body. That's the name of the game. If you've seen this trailer, oh my, apparently this is a sequel, and it's now coming to America. Apparently there was already one other game. But watching this, I cringed. I had cringe moments. Maybe because I'm just an old man now and I'm a dad and I've never seen a game like this. I don't think I want to see a game like this. This looks like porn. This looks like someone who would rather just partake in the porn via simulator versus actually just sitting back and watching porn, honestly. This looks pretty awful. I don't know, the whole anime thing, those expressions on the face, you know, just the way they look, it looks stupid. Beware of this game. That's why it's in its own WTF kind of category. I'd be curious to see what you guys think of this one. And tell me if you played the first one, what you thought of it. I'd be genuinely curious to get your take. And if you think maybe I should try it, maybe I should try it and I should stream, you let me know. Alright, that's it for my E3 pick. This is StaticSupressor with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the WTF happened here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, comment. Any other games that you think I missed, I have no problem reviewing them and giving you my initial reactions. Until next time, keep on gaming.